Hello everyone, here is your weekly assignments for your independent asynchronous time. It is the week of 8/24, so this is for this week's assignment. So let's get right to it. So this week is going to be all about Tinkercad. We're going to get going on the basics of Tinkercad. I know you've done the tutorials, however, now you're going to start building and designing on your own. So with that being said, this is a tutorial to show you what you need to do for your first project. This one is a little bit of a simple one, but I would rather start simple and get more difficult on our way through. So this is Tinkercad. So this is after I've already logged in. This is after I've already signed in with Google. These are all my things that I've done before. This is after we signing in. If you do still have issues signing in, please make sure that you are looking at the Tinkercad nicknames page. I did post everyone's name on that page so you could look at it and you can just copy paste from there. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new design. And when we create a new design, we have our workplace and all that other stuff. What we actually are really going to create is this right here. We're going to be able to create a name tag. I want to be able to say, after all of this, this week, everyone turns theirs in. I'm going to start 3D printing them. And then on the next distribution day for middle school, we'll have these all in your distribution pile. So you have one of these to play with and label your stuff. But that's on the distribution day, and we have to be able to build it first. So as you can see, if I've already opened something up, rather than creating, I can go and tinker it as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag a box in. It's our standard cube, but we have a couple of different dimensions. This one we're going to move to 150, and you can see that gets really long, and then our width is going to be 50. So you see how that, that actually went to 20. We're going to make that to 50. Now you see how it's a really long rectangular cube. Our height, though, we're going to change to 5. So take a look. Now it's a really flat little piece of surface. That is a great little area to work with. If you decide to start moving around with these, I'm going to say that you're going to have a very hard time, because when you start doing that, it's going to get very difficult with when we are doing with precision and working with accuracy. So what I do is you click a corner, and then it keeps them hovering, so you can actually just click it and then add it there. From here, now we're going to scroll down on the right-hand side. We're going to get a text. We drag the text in. You can double click, and it gets you on this right hand side. You have a little work area. I'm going to put in my name, just like that. So take a look. When I try and drag this over, this is bigger than my actual background, so that's not good. So what I need to do is I actually do need to shrink it and squish it and move it over here. Now take a look. I am moving it into the bottom right-hand corner, and that is on purpose. The reason why I'm moving it to the bottom right-hand corner is because we need to be able to put the hole on the right-hand side. Now, there's a couple of different ways to do this. One is you can put a cylinder right there, and then instead of having it as solid, you can put it as a hole. You could do it that way, or if you don't want to do that extra step, you do have these two empties right here, a box and a cylinder. I can just drop that right there. Take a look. That's my empty right there. However, when I do print this does not actually show that it is there. What I need to do is I need to highlight all the 3 shapes. I have 3 shapes here. I have one is the background, one is my text, and the other one is that cylinder hole. With that being said, I have 3 shapes. What I need to do is I need to group them together to be able to say they are now no longer 3 shapes, they are now 1 shape. And with that going on, take a look. I have my nice little name tag going on here. One thing to worry about, sometimes what I see is that you might leave it like you're like, oh, I want to be in the top corner. Totally fine, totally cool. That's a great spot. However, when you group that, take a look. It leaves that there's a big hole in that side, and you do need to, and that is not good right there. What you need to do is you need to make sure that this cylinder is within fully that background. It needs to be within the full background to make it a full whole, so you could actually attach it to something. For some of you saying, okay, how high should the letters be? Between 10 to 8. I like 8 specifically because it's not too high, but it's also just high enough to be able to say, oh, there's a big difference between the two. With that being said, you have just created your name tag. To be able to submit this, though, you will need to do the following. In the top right, you will have to go to this thing called Export. You're going to click Export, and you're going to click everything in the design. And the reason why it's everything in design is because it is all the objects together. If I had this ungrouped, like it is right now, if I click just my letters or my background and I hit export, it says only this shape, this selected shape. What we need to do is we need to make sure that it is grouped together. And when it is grouped together, then you can have everything in the design selected. And what I would like you to do is click STL. You click the STL file. It downloads on a Chromebook. It will show up a little differently. I am running on a Windows, so it goes right there. And this is the file that you are going to upload to your Google Classroom assignment. So this is the file that you can either click, drag, do what you need to. When you open it up, take a look. There it is. Boom, there's my name tag. So if you have any questions, please let me know. This is the week of 8/24 independent work time. This is a little bit more independent on your own, but if you have, let me know what you think. Make sure to throw a like and subscribe and turn those notifications on. See you later.